Okay, so here is DBPOWER, a super cheap projector, and well, and got some kind of manual here, and this is our projector. And looks like it has some kind of protective lens over it. Composite input. Oh, that's neat. Power plug. HDMI. And some USB. It looks like you can put an SD card into it. Audio and video. I'm not sure if those are input or outputs. Probably inputs. And got some kind of remote control here. Some kind of power cord. Another type of power cord maybe. Oh, this is HDMI cable. And it looks like some kind of composite too. So maybe these go into those jacks, so you can hook up your old-time VCRs or other things that have the RCA inputs. And it looks like it has a little screw thing, so you can screw up and down the projector. Put that guy in here. And maybe we'll test this thing out to see how well it works. Okay, so we got the power plug plugged into the wall, and here's our cord. And the power's almost too short to where I want to reach it to, but there we go, we got it plugged in there. Okay. Okay, now we have our HDMI cable, and that can plug into there, the side of it. Okay. And then we get the other end, we have our laptop over here, and it also has an HDMI input on the side over here. So let's try plugging that in. Okay. And we'll turn her on and see how the thing works. Kind of read quickly through the directions. They didn't seem to be super great, but hopefully we don't damage it doing this. Okay, I guess we should probably remove the lens cap. I have the computer off while I did have the computer off while I was plugging this stuff in, and I know I've had issues with hot plugging HDMI cables before, so you might not want to do that. You might want to make sure everything's off. And so I guess the manual says to turn it on. The power button's up here someplace. Looks like it's right there. Okay, I see some dim flashing lights in there. Do not look into the projector. Oh, look at that. Let's turn off some lights. Okay, so everything looks kind of blurry, so let's try to... We have some knobs here. Keystone and focus. Focus is turning it left and right there. Okay, so now it looks like we got it pretty much in focus, and keystone kind of shifts it, the angle of it, so it looks square again when it's pointing up and projecting at a crooked angle. And so, I mean, it looks pretty good. It's not bad. Well, okay, this is not hooked into our computer though, because our computer is displaying something different. So let's see if we can figure out how to do that. It's just displaying internal stuff. Okay, so there's some more buttons down here, and if I push S, I think that's video source. It goes to this screen, and looks like I can select different ones by pushing through that. It makes a circle into a rectangle, or a rectangle into a circle. It looks like maybe we have a return button here. You have to push it very quickly though. So we'll get it over that, and then hit the return button. Okay, we'll have to fiddle with it some. Okay, so couldn't get the HDMI to work, so let's try plugging in the old composite type video. So we'll try plugging that into this guy and see if we can get that to work. Okay. Yeah. We'll plug the other end here into the computer. Screw it in. Okay, so the other computer, I don't think the drivers were set up properly to run an external monitor. But with this computer, I have the composite cable hooked up here, and have it hooked up to our projector over there. And if we put, some of them it's function 4, this one is function 8. So the function key in 8, and it comes up with this display. And I had to select duplicate. So what duplicate does is it puts the same thing on the projector as it does up on the screen. So I was able to select that. Okay. And we will turn the power on to this guy, which I guess is that one. And it kind of blinks. You wanna turn on the seagull song? Oops, let's take the cap off, and we will focus it. Here it is up on the wall, and go ahead. Can you play the? I thought I had it up. Can you hit the seagull one?
You can't do that on YouTube.
Sure you can.
No, that's playing someone else's video. You can't make money off of that.
Well, people want to see how the thing works. You can play it for 2 seconds, see how good the video is. And what I found is that...
There, that's all you can play.
I'll just play it a little bit. So this is up on the wall here. And it's not too bad, especially when it gets dark outside. It actually doesn't really focus very well from top to the bottom. It doesn't stay, the whole picture is not in focus as I turn the focus wheel back and forth. And of course we have the key thing here, so we can tilt it. You know, if the projector's projecting up on some angle and you want to correct for that, you can change the trapezoidal shape of it back into a rectangle. And there's some controls here, like the circular control. You can hit some other things and it goes into different modes, so you can change the picture mode. You can flip it backwards if you want, or other things. And you can see there's a circle thing here. You can, when you push that up and down, it changes the selection. You can hit OK, or you can get back out of it by hitting some of these other... Oh, I guess that was the power key. Turn it back on. And you can select some different modes here. And use this little circle thing and hit OK to select the different ones. Okay. And I believe I have it on PC mode to hook up to the PC, and you can plug a USB an HDMI. I didn't get the HDMI. I didn't try it on this computer. It wasn't working on the other one. But anyway, for about $100, it's not too bad. Play movies, or maybe if you want to take art, transfer it onto a canvas or something like that. Put a big computer screen up on the side of your house, or I saw someone using one of these to project Halloween pictures on, games on the wall, or project scary pictures for Halloween on the front of your house or condominium if you live in some place it's unaffordable to have a house. Anyway, so nice little projector here. This is Dr. Janes, and thanks for watching.